Guys, I fixed it. I fixed it. It's here now. We can do it. We did it. We're here. Wahoo. Woo. Can I get a woo? Can I get a woo in the chat? Hi. Guys, new stream. Hope you guys liked the stream last week, because that was definitely the one that I meant to do. That was definitely what I meant to do. I didn't mean to, yeah. Oops. I was gonna copy paste the link, but it looks like somebody took care of it, so I think we're good. Alright, so let me, there we go. Okay. We're here now. Alright, cool. We're good, and I think we're solid. Should just be able to leave this running, and it should work, hopefully, and then this should be... Yeah! That's making noises. I can hear things. We can both hear things, right? I'm not going crazy. I'm not just hearing things. We're good. This is like the... This is one of those things where I do, like, I know we just finished talking about, like, no, I don't care if I make good content. To some extent, I care if I, like, make content that is, like, interesting enough for people to, like, stick around for, in the sense that, like, I don't want to just put out absolute dreck, you know? Stream Elements bot running. Welcome to twitter.com. No. Alright, so, when we left off, I had just beaten the first boss, whose name escapes me right now, because I haven't played this game since the last time I played it on stream. So... let's start there. Gates of Hell. Can we buy anything? I don't know if we bought anything. God, I love this fucking song.
So what do you want?
It's an Evil Dead reference. It is. Too bad I don't know shit about Evil Dead. What was I doing? Have I bought? I have not bought all the techniques. Alright, so first thing you do in this game is buy most of the techniques. The only one you can probably... There's a couple you can probably get away without. And I would say that's probably Umbran Portal Kick. Witch Twist is actually good. Umbran Portal Kick and potentially Breakdance you can get away without. Although Breakdance is funny. And can be really good. Oh, it's double tap B. Yeah. I'll grab that. And I think I could buy, yeah, Breakdance. I mean, like, I don't, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna save up. I'm not gonna bother. Umbran Portal Kick's a little better than Breakdance. Breakdance is basically you get bullet climax, but you can move during it, and also you can't aim the bullet climax. So it's kind of worse by, like, a decent margin. And then these are just, like, costumes and alternate skins, basically. Anyway, we got a new move. I have most of the moves I think I need at this point. At least all the moves I can unlock right now. So let's just get going. Anyway, how y'all's weeks? How have y'all's weeks plural been? And I don't mean this week. I mean like weeks past. The weeks of Christmas past. Christmas in July past. I don't know. I've got carrots stuck in my teeth. I just finished eating, I've had this spinach dip sitting in the fridge for, like, ages. And my mom bought me carrots to go along with it because I was just eating it with chips and I kept complaining about it. Not that spinach dip is bad with just chips, but it gets kind of old. Alright. Yep, there's, so this is the move we just learned. That's heel slide. Frame rate here is a little questionable, and this is a lore book that we're not gonna read. I'm kidding. We'll take a look. So basically, this is a part of Antonio's lore book. This is, what's his face's dad, Luca's dad. He was a, what's the word I'm looking for? He was a reporter, I guess is the best way I can put it. Not reporter, investigator. Who would come up with stories on all this sort of, like, stuff like this. Like, you know, there were witches and sages and magic and, like, weird occult shit going on. So he probably wasn't that well respected, but he did a good job of documenting everything that he found and researched, so. As overseers of history, the Lumen Sages and the Umbra Witches were both incredibly powerful, each fearing each other and strictly prohibiting interrelations as a way to maintain the balance of power. I'm hiding from a salesman knocking on my door. You want me to tell him to go away? I can be real straightforward if I gotta. Better yet, what if I just yelled, "Help, help, I'm being murdered," and you just bust in the door? And then he still tries to sell you something because he's a dick. Anyway, these are just a bunch of things that you can read, and they're all... This is the lore for the game. They did do a decent job of trying to put together the lore for the game. Cave and buy 10 of everything. Just immediately cave. No, I don't want any of your stuff. And he says like 2 words. You're like, okay, fine, you convinced me. I'll take 20 of everything. Dead people can't cancel. That's true. Anyway, this section of the game is where things start to get really mean if you're playing on hard. On normal, it's hard. On normal, it's difficult, but it's only really difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Normally, it's... On normal mode, it's fine. On hard, this game is just absolutely mean. There we go. No damage, pure platinum. Let's fucking go. Alright, so now we run into, I don't remember what we run into here, actually. We try and go around this way, and the game teleports us backwards. Oh. It is just this fight. Okay. So this is Grace and Glory. In hard mode, you fight their hard counterparts that you don't fight till the end of the game on normal. Called Gracious and Glorious. They're much worse. The Grace and Glory always show up in pairs, and they have pretty neat weapons. Whoa. What is this frame rate? Holy shit. Might have to mess with some frame rate bullshit after this. I think the particle effects are killing it. Anyway, in case you're just looking for a spectacle, this is the point where you're gonna get just a big spectacle, because this game is just that. Brunch. Ooh, I thought I dodged there. I don't know why it didn't let me. There we go. See, no dying allowed. This game is only a little hard. Also, I'm gonna turn the game down a little bit more, I think, so, excuse me while the game goes dark. For just a moment. While I check the filters on this. There are no filters on this. That'll explain it. Downwards compression is your friend. We'll just set that to like a nice... minus 30. That should do it. Dead people can't cancel. I'm just thinking dead people can't jump cancel. Which for whatever reason is a way funnier sentence to me. Anyway, I hope y'all have been having good weeks. I know I've said that like 5 times. I'm just... For as many stories as I have to tell, my brain right now is just kind of here, you know? So the secret to this game is really just, like, understanding that you don't want to mash attacks. Which is why this game is good, if I'm being completely honest. We're just gonna... You ever just... There we go. Don't want to get caught in that. But, yeah, one of the... The cool part about this game is just, like, the idea that, like... And it's why I like Devil May Cry, too. It's a good design philosophy. It's that you can get through the game by just mashing, but this game is about styling on your opponents, which means you need to learn how to take your time with things. Also, Luca being weird.
What the? I've often seen a girl without lipstick, but lipstick without a girl?
That's definitely not as true of a statement now as it was back in 2008.
This is how a child like you has kept afloat in this town.
The name is Luca! And don't you think it's a little strange to be worried about my well-being? Sure, the Festival of Resurrection is peak security. The thing only happens once every 500 years. Can you blame them? Besides,
this is important lore. You just spilled like the entire plot of the game, basically, that doesn't get mentioned. They're in it. For anybody who forgot what's happened,
I've seen her somewhere.
well, I'll let this play, and then I'll explain.
Hey, don't go freaking out on me. We both know you came here for something. But what you don't know is the closer you get, the harder it's gonna be for you to get away from me and what you've done.
Ooh, scary.
You have to fess up to it all. I can't wait for you to get your hands on whatever it is you're after.
Let me guess, you want a cut? Well, if you're still alive by then, perhaps you can appeal to my generosity.
Still alive? You may be standing right in front of me, but you're definitely not living in reality. Which is a shame. Because the truth...
What a shame.
...is always going to be the truth.
Anyway, Luca's kinda set up as this guy who's like really hell-bent on revenge against Bayonetta, because Bayonetta supposedly... Actually, that's a good place to start.
Can't reject the truth. The truth will set me free from your black...
So, yeah, Luca's dad is the guy who has all the journal pieces to tell you all the lore for the game. He also was supposedly killed by Bayonetta when Bayonetta was resurrected from a lake about 20 years ago. And so Luca's been chasing after Bayonetta basically ever since, because he's convinced that Bayonetta killed his dad, despite the fact that she doesn't really remember any of it, despite the fact that she woke up and pretty much didn't do that, at least in her memory.
Everything I've said about you. Well, that and sadden the hearts of a number of young ladies. Claire, and Trish, and Sylvia,
And Rita.
Amy. Oh, you don't want to piss her off, let me tell you. Hell hath no fury.
It'd be really funny if that just led into Mambo number 5, like he kept naming off girls. Sometimes you just need a hug. Might not need that, though.
What the?
Shh, you'll wake up the rocks. And then she's gone. Hugs are for the weak, real men stay lonely. I guess I'm a real man, then. Nah, I think everybody deserves hugs every now and then. I gotta tell you, one of the best periods of my life was the period where I was getting to hug all my friends physically. Like when I was in college. I would just be like, hey, look, you know what? Hugs. Hugs are important. Fucking, let's go. Oops, all Stone Titans. Hi, Fearless. It's been a fucking minute. Give me a minute. Oh, this is mean. Whoa, frame rate. Okay, I'm not dealing with you. But, yeah, so the lore is basically, Bayonetta woke up 20 years ago. She is the last of the Umbran Witches. That's the only thing she remembers. Or supposedly the last of the Umbran Witches. That's basically the only thing she remembers at all. What is this frame rate nonsense? Alright, I might have to fix this shit later. Damn, I was hoping to cut. Also, cool, Shedra makes this game so much fucking easier. Look at this shit. Ooh, that was a good freeze frame. Anyway, going back to explaining lore because my brain... I am so scatterbrained when I'm playing this game because there's so much stimulus going on. I'm so much better with Devil May Cry because I'm much more used to the combat. And it tends to be spaced out a little bit more. This game's just kind of batshit all the way through. I'm actually gonna go to my graphics settings here. And I'm gonna turn down... Is there anything I can turn down here that makes sense? I mean, like, yeah, sure, I guess. Shadow quality down. But anyway, yeah, so Bayonetta's whole story is, basically she woke up in a lake. She was, like, awoken out of a lake, or, like, a coffin in a lake 20 years ago, and doesn't really know anything, like, she doesn't know how she got there. She doesn't remember anything about who she was previously, or what she was previously, aside from the fact that she is an Umbran witch, and so she's made a deal with a bunch of demons to, keep her on the planet for as long as possible, and so with the caveat that she has to keep sacrificing angels. Nice. You love to see it. Alright, y'all. 0 HP kills. Nope, got hit. Still had a red hot shot though, so that's fine. Glad I picked that up. Oh yeah, you can reflect them. But yeah, so Bayonetta doesn't remember much. She knows she has to sacrifice demons to help keep, or has to sacrifice angels to demons to help keep her on the planet, and not, you know, die or get sent back to hell. And aside from that, she doesn't really know what's happening. So she's gone all the way to Vigrid, which is a fake city in France. In order to figure out answers to who she is, what she is, because supposedly there's a thing called the right eye of the world here, or maybe it's the left eye, I don't remember which. She has one of the eyes. It is in the brooch that's on her chest. It's like a part of her suit. I'm not gonna bother with that. But so she has the right eye, and the left eye is supposedly somewhere in Vigrid, so she's looking for that. And all sorts of weird shit has happened. There's been a bunch of talk about prophecies, and the right eye and the left eye of the world, and some creation myth that's, like, vaguely based off of, like, angelic mythos and demon mythos. It's very interesting. This game's lore is kind of a mess, but it does make sense in the context of itself, and I don't think it takes itself too seriously because it only, like, vaguely mentions a lot of the game. The fifth eye of Des Moines, Iowa, yeah. Yeah, that's what the demons are. Also, we get this section, which never comes up again. You just kind of shift gravity and then heel stomp a bunch of fucks. I think this might get used one more time and throughout the whole game. Which, that is kind of the thing. It's something I appreciate about the style of this game, but it's also something that can be very frustrating about the style of this game. Just the gravity of the game is, like, all over the place, and that's fine, but because of the way that everything is done in this game, everything plays, it's arcadey. Also, we can just sit in the air forever. It's kind of funny. Come over here. Oh, I hit the button there, you fuck. There we go. Oh, now we get new enemies. And by the way, whenever there's a new enemy cutscene, there's like a 95% chance they're going to attack you immediately out of the cutscene. In other words, have your finger on the dodge button. Because right trigger is actually the dodge button, funny enough. And I still missed it. There we go. Like I said, this game requires a lot more thought from me than Devil May Cry, simply because I haven't played as much. And also, there's just a shit ton of stimulus on everything. It's very much a spectacle fighter, in the best sense of that. Hey, broken witch heart, and we get some more health. Let's go. You'll love to see it. But anyway, yeah, one of the big things with this game is just... it's very arcadey, in the sense that the game is very hard, and it doesn't punish you very much when you die, which has both good and bad things. I think for this game, it works fine, because the game is meant to just be fun and goofy. I mean, video games are meant to be fun. If you're not really having fun with a video game, stop playing it. There are other reasons to be playing a video game, but if you're playing a video game because it's supposed to be fun and then you're not having fun suddenly, just don't play it, please. Keep yourself from experiencing too much. I have my light is like directly, my light is directly in front of my, my monitor. So I kind of have to like lean out of the way to check on things. I also can't see where my halos are, so I don't know how many halos I have. Oh, okay, there we go. 26,000? Yeah, let's pick up that other move. Because then we only have a couple moves to grab after that. I really love the Gates of Hell music. If you're not having fun, quit playing. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Walker Pierce. Now, like I said, there is a learning phase for a lot of games, where, especially with like longer games, where like, yeah, of course, there's going to be a learning curve where you're learning how to play the game, you're learning how to play even sometimes that style of game. Which for me was Devil May Cry, really. Like, I had played Bayonetta before, but I'd never really like gotten into like styling the hell out on people. Apologies if I haven't been insanely chatty this evening. No worries, man. You can vibe. I'm talking to myself. I'm good. I don't know if it's the soda kicking in, or the alcohol, or the both, or the fact that I had a kind of... it was a relaxing day, but I had a headache for most of it. So, take that as you will. But, yeah, like, there's a bunch of reasons to play games. I don't know, let's get into this conversation. There's definitely a bunch of reasons to play games, but if you're playing a game for the purpose of having fun, I just straight up suck at shooters, basically, without exception. That's because shooters take a long fucking time to get right, and some people, they're just not... some people are innately better at them, and if you're not good at them, you have to put in a stupid amount of time to do well with them. And you know what? Fair enough. It's hard. Shit's real hard. Oh, right, these guys. Hey, Chief. Say hi to, check Scribble's writing on hand. Erder. Oh, something about the name sounds wrong. Oh, I missed the second shot. come on. Let me fucking dodge, you piece of shit. I don't think I have another red hot shot. That definitely hinders my enjoyment with Splatoon. I feel like he was in DMC 3. Who, Erder? Yeah, probably. You know, I mean, they gotta reuse characters somewhere, you know? What the fuck do I want to do here? Let's just use one of those. I want to swap off the cool Shadra. Ooh, I'm getting bullied. Fuck. Fully bullied, yes. But yeah, so like with games, like there's a couple ways that you can, some of these angles look more like demons. I think that is kind of the point. You do need your angles and your demons. Like it's definitely, it's a thing that gets played with a lot, especially around this time period, because everything being edgy was kind of like the thing that was in. It's a thing that gets played a lot with, as far as like, what's a good example? DMC4. DMC4 is a great example of like, hey, what if we had them be like, you know, this like angelic religious organization? It's a thing that gets played a lot with, specifically by Japanese devs during this time period. But really everybody fucking did this. Cockroach Man. I did like Cockroach Man. That was actually probably the most fun fight in the entire fucking game, if I'm being honest. Or one of them. Despite the fact that it was kind of annoying. There we go. I was saying something about learning curve. Yeah. Thank you. So, as far as, like, some games just do have a learning curve about them. And specifically when you're not used to the genre of the game, that wind is literally blowing sideways, but okay. Specifically when you're not used to that genre of game, it can be very difficult to get used to that game. And sometimes it takes a lot of time. I mean, Walker Pierce, you play Monster Hunter. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about as far as, like, not really, like, dealing with nonsense, more or less. Dealing with a lot of bullshit and not really understanding what you're doing for, like, several hours going into a game. And so that same sort of idea applies to a lot of games, but at the same time, you can play a game simply to learn to get better at it. And I think that that's what happens a lot with fighting games, too. People put hundreds, if not thousands of hours into fighting games. You know? But it's... There is a certain point where you have to go, okay, I'm neither learning anything, I am frustrated, or I'm even, like, sometimes, like, oh, I'm too frustrated to learn anything new in this game. What is up with the frame rate in this game? It definitely is not this bad, usually. I'm so used to having fucking... There we go. But yeah, like, there is a point where you can go, okay, sure, I'm not having a ton of fun with this, but I'm learning things. Because sometimes that is the thing. Sometimes you're not playing a game necessarily to learn. Maybe you're playing it to feel rewarded for, like, doing a thing, you know? And I think that obviously that's part of having fun, I would think, is, like, feeling like you're rewarded for the actions you're taking. That sucked. But I think that, like, you know, there's a difference between having fun. Like, having fun in Mario Party basically means getting to play with your friends. Sure, sometimes it can be frustrating because it's a competition, and maybe you were expecting things to go one way and they suddenly didn't. But that's also how Mario Party works. There we go. Off we go, and I'm gonna die on this section because it's kind of bullshit. And frankly, I'm just not prepared for this. But anyway, yeah, like, you're playing a game for some sort of enjoyment, and that doesn't necessarily mean being fun, you know? Same thing, like, people talk about being good content creators, and they're like, how do you make good content? And they're like, well, you know, you should be, like, you should be entertaining. Entertaining, or educating for that matter, you know, isn't necessarily all about having fun, although it's nice when educating people is fun. Angelic Hymns Gold LP, that means we get another weapon. I almost said another instrument. I guess you can call it that. I guess that's technically a correct word. But, like, obviously, you know, some games like, I don't know, Monster Hunter, Bayonetta, like, hard games aren't fun at first sometimes. Sometimes they're not fun after hours and hours, but they tend to get more fun over time because you get more and more used to how, like, the game works and how, you start understanding, hello, physics. You start understanding, like, how the game works and how to mess with it, and, like, you're able to manipulate the thing more. You're able to feel more in control, which is a good thing. And I'd say the same thing is true when you're playing, like, FPS games or something like that, you know? It's very easy to sit there and go, oh, I'm just running around and shooting things, and occasionally I'm winning. Yeah, you're winning, and therefore you probably feel more in control. You're shooting things, therefore you feel more in control. So if you get better at those things, you're probably going to have more fun with the game, especially when you get to the point where you can understand what's happening. Now, that being said, winning isn't everything in a game, obviously. Fucker. Okay, fine. I'll use another one. I will use all the items on this stage, that way I fuck myself on a later fight. How did that hit me? What the fuck? I love hitboxes like that. They're definitely fun and not annoying as shit. Oh, we got the counter already. Yeah, no. Walker Pierce, what I'm saying is that the point that I'm getting at is not necessarily like, oh, every game should be like some game that takes hours and hours to get good at. Don't get me wrong, there needs to be some payback, and if you're not having fun with the game immediately, yeah, fucking don't bother. Like, if you're not having any fun with the game immediately, rather, I would say don't bother. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying with, like, yeah, Monster Hunter is one of those games that's just like, wow, this really does take forever. And if I'm being honest, I kind of hate that approach with video games. I played Final Fantasy XIV for 100 hours. After that, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not having fun. People kept saying it was getting better. It didn't really get better. All these people were like, you're going to like the next expansion. You're going to like this thing. I'm not playing through another 100 hours of fucking game to get into another expansion. Alright? I just wanted to play with my friends. Shit. That's the only reason I stuck with that game as long as I did, because I was having fun with my friends to some extent. But anyway, point standing, I would argue that, like, yeah, some games you do want to sit down and get good at. Like, fighting games, there's a great community behind fighting games, and yeah, if you get into it slow and you don't push yourself to the point where you're going to hurt yourself. These days I probably wouldn't waste that much time, but then again, knowing my track record, it'll probably happen. Yeah, and it's okay if it does, and it's okay if it doesn't. Alright? Don't feel pressured to sit there and get good at a game. Like, I've been playing Guilty Gear Strive recently. I don't feel pressured to get good at that game, but it'd be nice if I did. You know? And it's a lot of time and effort. For any game. But really, like, it's really down to, like, are you having any level of fun with it? Are you having enough fun? Because it comes down to how you feel about it, which is always hard, because explaining and, like, describing feelings is really fucking hard. Also, these weapons are kick-ass. This is Durga. But really, it comes down to, like, if you're not feeling fulfilled, rewarded, or having fun, or like you're having fun with the game, if you don't feel like your time is being well spent, fucking ditch it. Hit the bricks. Do something else. Alright? That's all I can say. Same thing applies to pretty much anything in life. If you're not enjoying yourself, it's not worth your time. I'm 25. I haven't even gone through that much of my life yet, and I still feel like I've got a rush to go do, like, 200 different things. I'm trying to coax myself out of that for the moment. But the point being, you got better things to do with your life than sit there and waste it on a game that you're not enjoying. And enjoying isn't always necessarily having fun. When I'm winning or losing by a reasonable amount, when it's a wash, let's say 20 to 80%, yeah, it makes you want to quit. Yeah, because that's boring. That's not fun. You know what the outcome is going to be, and you know that it's very difficult to change that outcome, if not impossible. Alright, cool. We've got all of the big stuff, I think, as far as moves. Missing Umber and Portal Kick and something else. Breakdance. Which I like breakdance, but it's not really worth it right now. But it's the same thing with this. Like, when I'm frustrated with Bayonetta, I will just put the game down and stop. At one point, I was trying to get good at this game. And I was just like, you know what? This ain't worth it. This is not worth it to me. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to read up on Rodon. We'll do that research another day. I do love the boy, though. He's a good lad. But getting spawn camped is one of the most frustrating things I've experienced. Yeah, that's unfortunately just an FPS thing. The people who play FPS games are just kind of like that, which is sad. Because there's so many better things to be doing. Yeah, just let me play the game. No, yeah, exactly. And that's one of those things where I would say, yeah, find a group of people to play with. Even though that's not always the case, unfortunately. Sometimes you just can't. You know what I never explained last time, and I kept meaning to explain it? Dodge offset. So since we've got a little second here before one of the big fights where dodge offset is going to matter, I'm going to go ahead and just explain dodge offset. So Bayonetta does combos, pretty standard. There's certain button strings that activate certain combos in the game. You can cancel out of them at any time by just waiting a minute usually, but a lot of them end in these things called Wicked Weaves, which are very important and deal a lot of damage. So what you generally want to do... let's go, combos! So dodge offsets are very important in the sense that basically it's Bayonetta's way of continuing a combo string after you've been hit, or rather, while you're dodging a hit. So the reason that you want to do a dodge offset would be like, let's say you're in the middle of a combo, and you're comboing one enemy, and another enemy comes up behind you. Okay, cool. That's annoying. She also loses clothes. Yeah, the Wicked Weaves make her lose clothes, because the idea is that her clothes are actually her hair, and it lets her summon demons, but she has to use more of her hair to summon stronger demons. Which is why she ends up wearing weird one-piece, skimpy, like, nonsense. I mean, the whole outfit's already an S&M outfit, so you can't really say much there, but regardless, this game's not meant for kids. Well, not young kids, at the very least. I'm sure that teenagers would appreciate this to some extent. Most people I've met appreciate Bayonetta's design, even if they don't like her or she makes them uncomfortable. They like the idea. It's a good design. But regardless, so Bayonetta can do this thing called a dodge offset, where if she's being hit by an opponent, like, or she's about to get hit by an opponent, she has to dodge in mid-combo. Cool. I'm going to attack, hold down the button, and then dodge. So if you hold down the button and then dodge, you'll see bullets spray everywhere. That means that you have done a dodge offset properly. The bullets can hit people. But also, you can hold, while you're holding down the button, the bullets spray out everywhere. And then when you hit the next button in the combo, it just continues the combo from where you left off. Which is so nice. I will tell you that much right now. Attack, hold the attack, dodge, and then you can hit another attack and finish off the combo. And you can just keep your combo going like that, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's very nice. I'm going to use Durga, because Durga's fun. I'm also going to use this last thing here, and I'm not going to make any more. But yeah, it's attack, hold, dodge. And you just hold down the button that you were using to attack. But you can do this at any point during the combo. So if I do, like... So, like, let's say I do boom, hold, boom. Well, if I do it right. Basically, you can keep doing it. I'm not able to fucking do that input with my hands right now, because I haven't practiced this game in ages. Whoop. Say hi to, a bitch. Dante wishes he could spew out that many bullets. I mean, if you watch some of the cutscenes in DMC3, he definitely could. He just knows that it's gonna fuck up his guns because he doesn't have magic demon guns. Ebony and Ivory are just normal, like, 50 caliber pistols that were made by a really good gunsmith. I want to point that out. Like, they were intentionally made so Dante stopped fucking up his guns. Pandora.
The only ones meddling are your hapless minions. This will be taken care of in the manner I see fit. Your assistance is not required.
Remember this girl? Her name's Jean. She has some connection to Bayonetta, and we don't really know what.
Suppose coming here has given you
Well,
a
at this point in the
second
story,
wind.
we don't know.
Feeling better, Bayonetta?
Who are you? And don't you dare say my long-lost sister.
Huh.
Sister, you've quite the active imagination. You and I
This
once
cutscene style's always
you
thrown me
upon the
off.
crown of the
I like the idea of
throne.
having it on a film strip, but if it's actually on a film strip, you wouldn't see any of the physics of anything moving.
It is time to
So you can tell it's just in or it's just in-game cutscenes, which in this case I think is actually to its disadvantage. No, it's not even the sepia tone. It's the fact that the film strips show the physics going on, despite the fact that it seems to be showing only a single frame of film. I forgot the name for the I forgot the name. I forgot the name for a frame of film. Anyway, now we get the Jean 2 fight, which is really sick. All of the Jean fights in this game slap. Look at that shit. I'm gonna turn this fucking up. I'm turning it up. We're fucking it up today, boys. I'm just gonna let this play. Actually, better idea. I got an idea. So this is going to get a little bit louder. But also, now it should drop when I talk. Sexy witches wrestle in the rain while playing with some guns. Yeah, that's the game. Although one more time I'm gonna mess with this. I hate doing stuff live like this, but also I don't have this set up very well. And I think this is how my streams are gonna be going forward. Just a little bit more jank. Not like we didn't have plenty of that anyway. Fuck it, we're doing it live. You got it, Chief.
Freddy's fouled it all up again. But perhaps this can be to my advantage.
Let me know how this is audio-wise, by the way. Because if it's too loud, I can turn it down. Oh. I fucking love this game's music, man. It's so good. I like the repeating Jean sound effect of getting hurt. Just that, ooh, ah, ooh. Me not paying attention. Remember, kids, shotguns solve all your problems. Don't tell anybody I said that. Damn, I was hoping to finish it off with something cool. Why does your mom let you have a sword? Mine just lets me have foot guns. Yeah, like, that's not cool.
What's the matter, sweetie? Afraid of something, are you?
Afraid?
Shotguns do have a deceptively long range.
This is a waste of
Shotguns in video games are not accurate to real-life shotguns. Shotguns are just fucking dangerous at any range. Also, she can turn into a panther, yeah. Forgot about that. Also into butterflies that can then turn into an owl. Because, yeah, this game's just like that. I love this game, man. Bayonetta's like, that's pretty fucking cool. And then she goes, wait, I can do that. Yeah, Bayonetta just goes, wait, I can do that shit. And then turns into a really low poly panther.
Oh my, that was bloody amazing.
An actual cougar now. No. Alright, so that was chapter 5. God, I forgot how long some of these chapters take to complete. This is going to be a couple weeks in the making, probably. And of course, I used like 4 items, so of course, the game gave me a stone as the award there. And I got a really crap time, or a really crap combo. Need to go lower N64 polygons. That was definitely some, like, PS2, early PS2 era shit. You guys remember this? The, like, arcade shooting game they have you play? So I was yelling about maybe needing to go, fix the, Maybe need to go fix the game earlier. I think I'm good. I think I can deal with this. Fuck. There we go. Yeah, I think I could play like this. The couple little hitches that we've had are not that big of a deal. Also, in case anybody's wondering what I'm doing with the game audio right now, it's called audio ducking, where you have one source activate a compressor baked. Can't speak tonight. You have one source activate a compressor baked again. Based is what I meant to say, not baked. You have one source activate a compressor based on another source activating. Yeah, reverse audio ducking, whatever you want to call it. You could do reverse audio ducking. You could have something be louder when you talk, although that sounds like a bad idea for a couple reasons. I don't think you can set that up in OBS properly, but you could definitely do it. Wow, 88? Give me one of these shits, man. And, a small one. You get quieter when the game plays. Yeah, you could do that too, I guess. You could do whatever. The cool part about live audio is that once you understand how like VST plugins and all that work, the limit's basically your imagination. It's a creative thing, you know? And I don't like doing this sort of audio ducking, although I am going to actually turn up the release time on that to like a second or so that it's not immediately cutting out randomly. Cool. Yeah, that seems fine. That way things aren't like stupid loud for no good reason. Although, this seems a bit quiet actually now that I'm looking at it. I think it's time for a break before I get too annoyed. Yeah, man. Take some time, chill out. It's all good. You got all evening. Splatoon 3 isn't even out yet. That's the game you're frustrated with, right? Splatoon 3 isn't even out yet, right? It's still demo. It's the first Splatfest. You've got probably 3 years to fucking mess around with that game. So don't feel bad. By the way, that's a turnaround. You can't see it in the camera. Just turn around and hope that you happen to find the thing. Doing 2 right now in prep. Gotcha. Oh, you're on Splatoon 2? Yeah, fuck that. You're gonna... It's not even you. It's the fact that you joined a game that is so late in its life cycle while people are already getting prepped for 3. Demo was only for 12 hours. Really? It's a bit strange, but okay. Yeah, your power crept out. That's all it is. Don't sweat it. There will be plenty of time, and honestly, there's going to be a bunch of new players on the servers when 3 actually launches, so I really wouldn't sweat it too much. Take some time, get used to the game, get used to the feel. It was probably a network test in disguise. Oh, 100%. Frame rate. Frame rate. Yeah, remember what I just said about frame rate being okay? I don't know, maybe not. So now I run into this issue of... This is an interesting point, actually. At this point in the game, you get the Panther form, which means, basically, you can kind of get screwed over. Because if you dodge too fast, you actually end up in a really bad spot. FPS dropping. I don't know. I think that there's a bug with the way that this is worked in Linux right now. Normally, I would use a different build of Proton, which is a thing that Steam uses to run Windows games in Linux, but I don't have it set up right now, and I'm not bothering. But anyway, I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. On this stream, we drop frames. Hell yeah, dude. My CPU is at 87%. Maybe, I'll tell you what, because I think I know what part of it is, at least. Let's just not record this. I don't need to record this. If it drops again, oh well. I'm not worrying about, like, getting stream clips and shit anymore. I think that I may have just had the game, or the stream, or the recording set at too high of a preset. Anyway, we're back to these guys. YouTube is recording it, don't worry. Yeah, I like to keep local recordings because they tend to be higher quality than YouTube's, because YouTube's are really awfully compressed because, you know, YouTube. I get it, you gotta compress shit. Like, I totally get it. It doesn't make it any better. It doesn't make me feel any better, though. You just dove into the floor, Chief. Thankfully, the compression helps for mobile bandwidth. Yes, there are good things to compression. I'm not going to sit here and bitch that compression makes things worse without saying, yes, there are benefits to compression. It's very important for both storage and bandwidth that you have good compression. By the way, the game does this thing where it'll give you the same enemies with much less health or weaker moves so that you feel more powerful, which is great. Also, I get to do this now. We're back with the big punchy arms. Fucking wrecked. The bandwidth is one of Twitch's biggest issues for Twitch Mobile. Yes. Bandwidth is really hard. Hey, you know what, though? We're getting AV1 compression soon. Soon, and by soon, I mean, like, the next, like, 5 years, probably. We're gonna have, like, fully, like, hardware-based AV1 encoding and decoding in real time. We've already got graphics processors that have built-in AV1. We've got GPUs that have built-in AV1 encoding. Intel's newest processors do it. 15. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But regardless, AV1 encoding's coming through. It actually is really good. Compared to the same bitrate for X264 encoding, it is miles better. No faith in the industry? Understandable. But yeah, we've got things that are coming. Alright? Nice, idiot. Why'd the one arm just disappear? There we go. This game is it's a rhythm game. This is the best way I can put it. It's like playing Dark Souls. It's a rhythm game. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Dark Souls is a rhythm game. But regardless, we've got things coming in. And I'm in this video tech stuff constantly, man. Even when I don't want to be, I'll go down rabbit holes. I've literally, this morning, Sekiro is really a rhythm game. Yes, it is. I actually almost bought Sekiro while it was on sale this past weekend. And then I realized I'm probably not going to worry about it too much. I've got other stuff going on. What I really want to do... so I was looking at it this morning, actually. I wanted to... I was looking at getting a new camera. Specifically, I was looking... Well, for basically anything that would work for both streaming and for, like, streaming, like, and video stuff, and, obviously just pictures and shit. Hey, did you have to pull the lever like that? Yes. Yes, she did. She also had to put that guy in an Iron Maiden, because, you know, that's just normal. But I was looking at cameras this morning. At work, because I would just... we don't have much to do this week, admittedly. And I was kind of just waking up this morning. But, I was kind of just, like, trying to wake up while I was at work this morning, because, like, I was not really all there. But... basically, I was just sitting there looking at, like, a bunch of different cameras, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get a DSLR at some point. I know it's, like, the generic thing to do, but that's because it's really still top-of-the-line industry. Like, obviously, I could get, like, a smartphone. Smartphones or whatever for streaming will be fine. Hell, I could even keep using this one, although it can really only get decent video in, like, 720p. Oh yeah, by the way, they just put a second pair in here for no good reason. And then I die instantly. This game's a little hard, but like I said, it's very arcadey difficulty-wise. Your scores at the end of levels do not matter for the most part. Perfect. But yeah, just looking at cameras this morning, I really do want to get a DSLR. I have the perfect camera for you. I bought it several weeks ago. Yeah? I really want to get a DSLR, but I've been really picky. I get super picky about, like, what I want to buy, knowing full well that I'm not going to like what I pick up the first time, every time. Okay, please. I can do this. I could do this without this, but it would mean that I'd have to die again, so I'm not doing that. There we go. Send it to you on Discord? Hell yeah. I'll check it later. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll check it now, because it might be a stupid joke, and I like stupid jokes. Not that I expect you to ever prank me, but hey. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Dude, this is like my favorite thing. Hold on. I forgot these existed for a while. Oh no, it's Agni and Rudra. It's the same idea. Like I'm going to point it out again. The guy who made this game, or the guy who directed this game, is the same guy who directed DMC 1. Not 3, but 1. How am I going to pull this up? I guess just screen capture. Look at this shit. Look at what we got. Look at the fucking gamer energy in here. What is 3 but 1 but better? I agree. DMC 1 is a very good game in its own right, and it's got its own unique style to it, but 3 really is just an improvement on it. Anyway, Intel PC Starter Pack. Why did you pick this up? It's got USB 1.0, and I know it's USB 1.0, because otherwise it would say USB 2.0. For $1? That's real, by the way. I don't doubt it. I did not doubt that. It was just funny. All right, back to your regularly scheduled Neon Genesis Evangelion. By the way, that's one of the harder fights. Also, lighting, hello. I may have a problem with legacy tech. No, I get it. I get it. Because I do not the same thing, but, like, I mean, I collect video games, man. It's almost the same fucking thing. It's like doing that, but with art. Legacy tech can be fun, though. It's interesting. I like grabbing old crappy computer stuff. I watch people who do that shit on YouTube all day, man. I love seeing weird-ass old tech. What the fuck happened? Oh. I just saw the camera bug out and I was very confused. Neat. Well, don't have to fight them now, but also, apparently there's this fight now. Yeah, for $1 I get you, dude. Now we're talking style. Look at that shit. Also, how much you want to bet Platinum got paid, or told, rather, probably, to put Halos in the game as the currency because they look like Sonic rings and they already had the model laying around. Not like it's a hard model to make, but I bet. Oh, this is a fun fight. I like this fight.
What are you boys doing in here?
I don't even care if it doesn't work fair.
You hiding something from me? Come on.
Also, for anybody wondering, here's a weird thing that happened to me. So you know how I used to be able to move my camera out of the way, like it would slide out of the way? Turns out if I try to make that hotkey work right now, it makes OBS crash when it tries to come back out. Like when it'll slide in fine, but as soon as it tries to go back out, it crashes the OBS immediately. It's very weird. I love watching the angel body just flop.
Something tells me I'm going to regret this.
My sweet, lovely child.
Now we get this weird, creepy boy again.
Your future.
Just a little weird. I mean, really weird. And now we get to fight while protecting the child.
I'm not normally one to play savior, but I suppose
And they keep messing with the whole flipping between dimensions thing.
just this once, of course.
This game has enlightened me to something. It may be possible to have too much confidence in yourself. It's very interesting to watch people get... sometimes it's funny to watch people get uncomfortable, genuinely. I will not deny that. Sometimes it is funny to watch people get uncomfortable with this sort of shit. But I'm glad you've discovered that, Walker Pierce. I'm glad you've learned an important life lesson from this situation. Nice, idiot. A little bit of self-consciousness is a good thing. I'd argue it's more a social awareness thing, and I think that in this case, it's because these things aren't social. They're fucking angels, and they're just doing what they're told. They're like automatons, is basically the idea. At least the smaller ones. The larger ones are a little bit more. But the idea is that angels are like basically they're order incarnate, right? They're just... So the way that this game tends to interpret that is that angels are just things. They are robots doing a job, and so Bayonetta's not really conscious of them because it doesn't really matter. Also, you know why I love this fight so much? Because they actually show you the, they show you, like, as if you were watching from Cereza's point of view in, like, the normal world. Hive mind, yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But the idea is that these, like, lower-level angels are like automatons, more or less. Or hive mind, or something like that. And so, Bayonetta has no self-consciousness around them, or like Luca, because she's been dealing with Luca for fucking ages and she knows he can't do anything.
Calling me mummy.
You made the kid cry.
If there's two things
There is something really funny about I've seen people cut that so that it's just a gunshot sound and it's terrible.
truly terrible.
There's so many. If you ever want series to get into for, like, random YouTube nonsense, please check out Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, and Yakuza. All three of them have, like, the most unhinged meme communities I've ever seen. If you don't mind completely wild shit happening,
In a place like
they're great.
this. What's your name, anyway?
Teresa.
Cereza. You're not from Vigrid, are you, little one? Where are you from?
I'm from my house.
Me too, bitch.
Well, now, I'll hazard a guess this isn't your home. So what on earth are you doing here?
My daddy told me to come here.
And whereabouts is this daddy of yours?
Yeah, she has the same hair as Bayonetta and Bayonetta 3, as far as the trailers that we've seen. There's a whole thing. She's also got the same mole, I think.
So
And it feels like a very intentional choice.
Yes.
Or rather, sorry, she doesn't have Bayonetta 1's mole.
Come now, little one. I'll help you out of here.
Or
But
birthmark, whatever you want to call it. Me too.
And you have to promise there'll be no crying. A single tear and you'll be crying alone.
That's a good lesson to teach a child. I really can't speak tonight. It's a good lesson to teach a child. It's not okay to cry ever. If you cry, you will be left all alone. Don't teach your kids that, please. Let your kids experience emotions normally. Anyway, we gotta bring this kid back somewhere. Also, the kid's not very fast. Nah. Somewhere less dangerous, huh? I feel like this giant tornado is a pretty safe place to go. I feel like that's a safe place to bring a child. Maybe it'd be safer to just stay sheltered in this, like, little place until the storm blows over. Although, with the way the weather's been working now, this entire place is kinda in a weird spot. Oh, right. This is a whole thing where you gotta keep Cereza safe. Which means you have to stay in this realm for some reason. And I don't remember how to get them out. I mean, maybe I can just... There we go. Yeah, you just have to use environmental shit to, like, beat them up. And now we've just got a stick. Emotions are for those that experience emotions. This is a true statement. You're not wrong. Also, yeah, now there's just, fuck off. because the environment exists in both worlds. Yes, that is the point. Keep running. I think there's an achievement for doing this without having Cereza get hit, but it is fucking hard. Also, I just don't achievement hunting games. I've talked about this before. I just don't. It's not funny to me. It's not fun to me. Same reason as before. Why do it if you're not having fun? No. And achievement hunting is something I'll do if I really enjoy a game enough to the point where, like, I am... Like, I do want to beat the game and 100% it, then great. But most games, that's not the case, because there's always going to be some shit in games that's just going to be, like, there's almost always achievements in games that are just tedious and annoying to get, and they're off the beaten path, and it's content that you otherwise just wouldn't be experiencing unless you were specifically going for that achievement. Most of the time. I'll say most of the time. Let the hunt begin. Man, I need to go play Bloodborne PSX again. I was thinking about that the other day. I found an interview with the mod creator, the game creator. That is a whole game, not a mod. That was coded from scratch. Anyway, into Paradiso, I guess, which the kid can just walk into. I'm sure that's safe. Go take her to the place where the angels are. You know, the angels that keep trying to attack her or grab her. You are the achievement we must hunt. Yeah, if you guys can figure out where I am. Dude, we're getting Bloodborne Kart. I can't explain how stupid that is, but I love it. I want to play Bloodborne Kart. I'll play it on stream. I'll do viewer races. It'll be great.
Don't worry. It's always scary the first time you see them.
That's true.
So, where was I?
She's not actually half bad as a parental figure, although
I do hope you
the lack of emotion is a little bit worrying. She's a good guardian. Maybe not parental figure. Look at this shit. Blades flying 6 inches over this child's head. Technically, I can figure out where you are. Yeah, you know where I am. I've given you my address.
Oh, what a lark.
Yeah, if you knock on my door, I just have a stack of hats. You can have one. If you show up and say, hi, I'm from stream. I'll just give you a hat. And if more than like 5 people do that, I'm not doing it anymore, just saying. Fucker. Stop hitting the shield. But yeah, I'd say Durga is a really good weapon to start off with. Same thing with like any of the melee weapons, any of the specifically melee weapons that aren't just like guns, or the shotguns. Shotguns are fine too. You fucker. He's just using Cereza as a shield. Alright, you can just teleport like that. I forgot. The lack of clothing, yeah, that's a concern. More concerning is her magnetic personality to danger. Yeah, I don't think that's her fault, but, like, that's also the kid, too. The kid seems to be stuck in a very dangerous city for no particularly good reason either, so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it goes both ways there. Maybe they're just good for each other because of that. This next fight's not too bad, I say, and I'm probably gonna die going into it. What do I want to use here? Yeah, this setup's fine, actually. Just swapped Ergo over to fire. Leave me alone. There we go. Anyway, he gets out. Immediately breaks the shield. Wait, is this Ifrit? Yeah, it's Ifrit. You get to punch things, you hold the button down and it deals a shit ton of damage. It's just Ifrit. This is weird for a couple reasons, but... he's very fascinated with the child. And then somehow hangs her on his mask's mouth. That one's just confusing to me, because, like, that's not his actual mouth. You can see his actual mouth. So, by the way, these guys have a big weak point on their back. Man, Dark Souls giants are looking weird these days. Yeah, it's weird what they look like when they don't take off that armor, huh? Or when they do take it off, rather. I didn't do the second dodge. I can't see. One problem with this game's camera, it makes things invisible when you get too close. And also a lot of the enemies just are too big to keep in the camera range. Too big, you say? I mean, most of them aren't that big. But the camera angles get awkward. Yeah, don't worry, we haven't seen the big enemies yet. Also, can we get a rip for this dude? I think he means make them bigger. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that was a thing. Shout out to my friend Mech Katana playing Far Cry 3. Oh yeah, this. I forgot about this. Just weird nonsense. Bayonetta, what the hell? Also, depth perception is real hard here. Nonsense seems to be Bayo's MO. I don't know if it's explicitly her MO, but yeah. Might have to do this one again. I don't remember where the save point for this is. It might be right before this cutscene. This would have been cool on the 3DS. This would have been sick on the 3DS. I don't know if anybody could have programmed this properly, but it would have been cool. I also don't know how this would work on the 3DS as far as control schemes go. Do some weird shit with, like, it'd be like playing Lost Matic or something. You gotta, like, make glyphs on the fucking screen to make her do specific things. Entirely touchscreen controlled. And the L button. Just like, Prime Hunters. Doppelganger. I don't know, Chief, but they're just seeing which one's the real one now, I guess. Whichever one does the cooler movements is the real one, alright? That's it. That's literally the only way we can tell. It did have 2 extra shoulder buttons, yeah. Also, by the way, yeah, that's just a weird... It's a weird angel. That acts almost exactly like Bayonetta for no discernible reason. Alright, dead. On the new model, that's true. It did have the 2 extra shoulder buttons. Tell you what, let's finish this one up, and then I'm gonna take a small break. Yell Mao. Durga's also dumb strong. Yeah, this isn't uncomfortable at all. They were ripping off DMC unapologetically. On this one, yeah. Honestly, at some point you just gotta go, what if we just made DMC again? Because we did just make DMC 3. That was 2005. Don't worry, they can't duplicate like this normally. Extremely uncomfy. I agree, that one's just uncomfy. They also use the whip. Wait till you see the fucking, hold up, let me see if I can get the torture attack to go off. Yeah, let me show off the torture attack, because it's even more awkward. Straddling line between soft and hardcore porn. No, it's not. Hardcore implies that there's more than one person involved. I will say that much. There is a definition. But yes, it's meant to be a little uncomfy. And by a little uncomfy, I mean very uncomfy. And that's okay. Like I said, game came out in 2008. Bit of a different time period. Anyway, we got another part of another angelic hymn. You were miseducated, yes. It has a definition. I will be a stickler on that. But yes, I agree. Just very uncomfy. Also, I've never listened to this music before. I can dig this. This slaps. I want a jam session on this. Speaking of which, I brought up my my old guitar effects pedals and my guitar because I realized I can just plug my guitar and my amp directly into my new audio interface, which means I can do all sorts of nonsense. We just left Cereza there. No, she's around here somewhere. I don't remember where. Music stream? Possibly at some point. I want to get better at using my effects pedals, and also I need to figure out what I'm going to do about YouTube being a bitch about content claiming. Although I'm probably going to get content claimed even if I do shit that I technically have the permission for, so... They were too concerned with whether they could, never considered whether they should. That's like 80% of the games from this era, Walker Pierce.
Mommy.
These games were literally just edgy nonsense messes. They wanted to see how far they could push the genre.
Look at me. Do I look like I have any interest in children? Now making them? Well, that's another story.
Case in point. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a music stream at some point.
You're getting the wrong idea. I mean,
now that I can do it without just having a microphone set up next to my amp.
Right now, right?
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry, nothing happens there.
I'm glad I've been standing around waiting for you, because
well,
I knew we'd cross paths.
Yeah, no, nothing happens. I was gonna say nothing on screen, but no, nothing happens.
Their gated island of champagne wishes and caviar dreams is over Prominence Bridge.
Oh yeah, so now we're trying to get to,
Yes. The island. Lovely.
Now we're trying to get to an island off the coast of Vigrid, which is apparently on the coast of France now, despite I don't think it being shown anywhere near the coast.
Oh.
But we're going to a little island which supposedly has a bunch of lumen sages on it.
Games with me.
So you can see where this is going, considering Bayo's an Umbra Witch.
Child, haven't you? You're a sad, sick woman. You know that? I was her age when you killed my father.
Also, Luca just doesn't notice. Shut up.
You could... Oh my god, you did, didn't you? You killed her parents!
Come to think of it, she's better off with you. You two are more hassle than you're worth.
What?
Just keep a good eye on her, or you're going to catch hell for it. No good deed goes unpunished, and you never know when a monster may sneak up on you.
This is called funny. This is good irony. This is good. And she's fine. Also, Luca using his random, like, Spider-Man wrist fucking grappling hook bullshit. Mind you, it's 1940 something. Or 30 something, I don't remember. Oh yeah, also, that's a point that gets brought up. Cereza can see Bayonetta despite her being in Purgatorio. Given that one God of War, given that God of War had that one QTE in it, we can't be too safe. God of War got away with that because the ESRB didn't see that. It's also actually kind of hard to catch, if I remember right. It's actually kind of hard. You'd have to like double back on something. Laughter, enjoyment. I have no idea what's going on. We need a stock. I need a stock applause sound effect. I think that'd be fun. Also, yes, doing this with a controller, not my preferred method of shooting. Not my preferred method of aiming FPS games. Again, Walker Pierce, maybe controllers aren't the thing. Maybe you should... Another thing with Splatoon, actually, a big thing, was using the gyro to aim. Because it's a lot more intuitive and you can aim quicker than if you were to use a controller. And it's also just more accurate, generally. An applause sign. Yeah, I need, like, a button that puts up a big applause sign and then, like, just stock applause sound effects start playing. Oh, I want to point out, here's a fun one. Did you know that pretty much every applause sound effect you've heard is from people who are dead now? Because most of those applause sound effects were made in, like, the 50s. Or earlier in some cases. The 40s or the 30s. Alright, let's save this shit. What time is it? We've been going for about an hour and a half. Or 2 hours. Unfortunately, I am physically unable to use gyro for really anything requiring precision. It does require practice. Gyros are fucking hard to use for precision. But it's a suggestion more than anything. I'm way too shaky. Understandable. Make sure you're getting... make sure you have your blood sugar right, man. That shit's important. It's so easy to start shaking if you got low blood sugar, or high blood sugar for that matter. But anyway, I think it's time for a break. I'm gonna take a piss. I might do one level after this. That rhymed. That wasn't intentional. But yeah, why don't we take a quick break here? Everybody, go grab yourself some water, something to drink, something to eat if you need that. Go to the bathroom, get up and stretch. Take a moment, cool off. I'm gonna let my room cool off because it gets hot in here, man. No fans because they make a lot of noise. Hot lights, computer, me not knowing how to shut the fuck up. Hot. You got apple juice? Fuck yeah, dude. Also, I like that the chat didn't refresh. Let me see if I can refresh that. Is that gonna work? Hey, kinda. A little bit late there. No faith in the industry. Little bit late. That's okay. Mostly I can't seem to consciously stabilize my muscles. Fair. That's entirely fair. I gotta figure out a new... I gotta figure out a new way to, okay, there it goes. It's going slowly. But I gotta figure out a new way to do chat, because I genuinely do not like Stream Elements chat on YouTube. It's not good. It's just, you can't really control it. It's just gonna show up on whatever your most recent, stream is. And it's frustrating. So what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna look at probably a different bot. I was looking at one earlier called Streamer.bot, and I found it while I was actually over at TwitchCon. I heard I was at a thing. What's the name for that? Seminar? I don't know, something like that. A bunch of people giving presentations about their products, and one of them looked really interesting. And they have a Linux version. It works on Linux, but I can't get it to work for some reason. So I'm figuring that out. I might even email them and see like, hey, what's your guys' distro that you have it set up on? Who's the Linux guy? Because there's only ever one Linux guy. That's the secret, guys. If you ever get into Linux, one Linux guy. Okay? If the product is on like Windows, Mac, and Linux, chances are the Linux is the least supported thing, and there's one dude who knows what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to doing that. Alright? But anyway, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, stretch, go to the bathroom, do all that shit you gotta go do, go outside and touch grass, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, we are back up and running. How you guys doing? So, a couple things. One, Walker Pierce, you nailed the fucking... you're gonna have to start naming my videos. You ping the server and say, check out some exciting gunplay on stream. Two, I forgot that the shirt was stained. Not like you guys can really see it, but like right here on my on like the part that's dirt just below. Forgot the shirt was stained from ice cream stuff yesterday. I had something else I was gonna say, and I don't remember what it is anymore. That's one thing about being on stream. I don't miss having streamer brain constantly. I'm thinking I can do one more level. I might run through it a little bit quick, but I can do one more level, alright? Because I don't want to stay around too long. I don't want to stay up too late. I got other stuff I need to be doing this evening anyway. So with that... Oh, it's just a fucking boss fight. Never mind, it's just Temperantia. Okay, that's gonna be fine. We'll do this. We'll do this boss fight. Seems like a good place to end. Also, I love this fucking scene. This is what it's like walking to Aldi's.
Bayonetta.
No, it wasn't an inaccurate stream notification, which made it way funnier. Say hi to, this dude.
I feel like a fucking celebrity in this town.
Cannot make this shit up. Even he's laughing at it.
See that? Everyone rushes at me like crazed fans. They still haven't figured out that I don't give autographs.
To be fair, we didn't figure that out either. Yeah, by the way, Bayonetta world lore is kind of batshit crazy. You never assumed she would give me an autograph? I just assume everybody's gonna give you an autograph until proven otherwise. You never know what a nice email might do.
Talkative types. How about we have a little fun instead? You did plan on having fun with me, right? There'll be plenty of time for pillow talk afterwards.
This fucking angel. This poor, like, angel just gets yeeted immediately. He wakes up, gets unfrozen, and immediately gets yeeted. Oh yeah, he's doing the thing. So the mechanic for this fight is, we're on giant platforms in the middle of the air. So we kind of got to deal with that. And so you have to dodge at the right time on those platforms. Also, you got to hit its fingies. Oh, I don't have bat form. Okay. But yeah, this whole fight is literally just, this dude makes a lot of wind. Or, you know, maybe it's just shitty out. I have no idea. And then he tries to punch the platform. I thought I hit it. I did not. Funny pasta arms. Yeah, pretty much. That's the whole fight. This fight, genuinely, not that interesting. There we go. Now it lets me jump. There we go. And now we're on his arm. And now we get to go up the wacky woohoo pizza arms. And eat shit from a fucking shipping container. pasta al dente. There you go. Now you're getting in the spirit. See, this weekend I was thinking about next weekend is Labor Day weekend, and Monday I might want to do the DMC5 stream all in one go then, because I know I'm going to have the extra time, so I would do it on like Sunday. But the more I thought about that, the more I was like, no, I really don't want to do that to myself. I want to enjoy my Labor Day weekend because, frankly, the past couple weeks at work have been pretty stressful. Oh yeah, he's got eye lasers too. I forgot about that. He still does the punch thing though. And if you're not careful, you get hit like I just did. Super Paper is pretty relaxing and funny. That's true. I was thinking I'm gonna have Richard. It's going to be me, Richard, and Luke just over here hanging. I don't know if we're going to stream. I'll ask him. I frankly don't care if we do or not, honestly. Also, one thing that gets kind of annoying in this game is the sheer amount of fucking health bars everything has. At least you aren't still in the over there stare. Yeah, that place is kind of annoying. I love it so much. But yeah, maybe we could do Super Paper if it's not too much of a pain in the ass. Anyway, now we're on to the final round. Which, by the way, final bit of the boss music kicks ass. Just saying. I'm gonna die here. Do I have anything to heal with? I just bought those 2 lollipops, right? Yeah. After playing so much Monster Hunter, seeing health bras is always a bit weird. Is that weird? I mean, like, yeah. Health bars are a very video gamey mechanic. I think it makes sense to, like, be confused by them to some extent. Because nothing in the world just has, like, a set amount of health that it can, like, a set amount of damage it can take. So Monster Hunter makes more sense by at least removing the ability to see the health bars that you can take from the action, you know? I don't remember where to go here. I didn't even know you could go in here. Neat. Ow. Follow the giant glowy orb thing. But no, I think that Monster Hunter, the way the Monster Hunter handles, like, boss health makes way more sense. We have other metrics for gauging health values. Yeah, things that are, like, they just make more sense, frankly. Also, yeah, this bit of the fight's weird. I think people need mental health bars. That's all I read out of that one so far, but I like this already. Fucking eye lasers. You can't go in on that. I wish my third eye could do that. Yeah, right? I wish everybody's third eye could do that. That'd be fucking cool. Also, now we get weird, creepy shit. Which kind of works here, honestly. God damn it. Laser beam. got caught in the animation. We got him, kids. Weird, almost body horror. Yeah, I think people need mental health bars so they can see when it's getting low and do some healing. I agree. That would be very nice. I wish everybody needs to take care of their mental health, man. It's hard sometimes, and it doesn't always work. Also, shout out to his face just being like that. Stop hitting yourself. He doesn't have any arms anymore. I don't know if he can hit himself. Hey, what do you know? He was causing the wind. And now, you know, everything's just gonna be stuck in the earth like that. Or in the asphalt, at least. Hey, look, it's the thing from earlier.
All done? Well, let me give you back your toy, then.
I love this bit. I forget, this is like my favorite boss ending. Nudity warning. A little late, but... I agree. And then the demons come grab it. I agree, ow. Don't think about it too hard. It's a statue, it ain't you. But yeah, being able to see, like, people just need to take care of their mental health. I know that that's an obvious statement to make. It's like the statement I saw today on a sign that just said, war is bad, and I was like, yeah, what do you want to do about it? That one always makes me a little sad, because it makes such, like, sad noises. But, yeah, like, learning how to take care of yourself mentally is hard. It's hard, man. And it ain't always an easy... Taking care of yourself mentally doesn't always mean doing the easy thing, or doing the thing that takes less effort. Sometimes it means doing the hard thing. I always forget how much of a vibe this game's music is. Was it playing fucking Doom? Was it playing like E1M1 there for a second? Did I miss that? Goddamn. But yeah, even that boss fight took a while, you know? Like, this game's levels do take a little while, and there's not an inconsiderable amount of them. I don't remember the exact number. What the hell are you doing? Gotta dot the hard thing for your own satisfaction. Yeah, I agree. You gotta do the hard thing for your own satisfaction. I know I'm making fun of you mistyping a lot. I realize you're all mobile. It's a little me. I apologize. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta do the hard thing. Yeah, for your own satisfaction. Wrapping back around to video games. Yeah, sure, sometimes you're gonna get pissed off at a game. Especially if it's competitive. But sometimes it's rewarding. You know? You have to judge it for yourself. Oh. We're already here. Okay. I'm so glad we're not playing on hard. On hard, this is the level where the game gets damn near impossible to do. Perfect.
Either way, I'll hook you up.
Thanks, Rodon. Alright, so we gotta get Crow Within. I know which techniques I want to get. I don't need Breakdance. I don't need Umbran Portal Kick. I do want Bat Within. Because that's going to give us the ability to basically take... Bat Within gives us the ability to take, once we've taken damage, we can still dodge out of it to, like, once we've been hit, we can still avoid taking the actual damage. Umbran Spear, I really should have picked up, but it's okay, we can pick it up next time. Crow Within is nice, but the real reason you pick it up is because of Umbran Spear, which, when you're in Crow form, just lets you dash into an enemy in midair, and so it's a good combo continuer. Route 66 plus 600. Yeah, that's exactly what the level is. It actually is a pretty apt level name. The level is half Infinite Runner riding through the level on a bike, and half normal ground segments. Not quite half, but they're in there. Alright. So with that, I think I'm good for the night. It's 9 o'clock here, 9:30, whatever it is, and I'm a little tired, admittedly. But mostly I just want some time to relax because I've been trying to give myself more time to relax. One of the things that, like, dropping down the amount of times I've been streaming every week has been doing is it's been giving me time to just chill, and I've been really appreciating that because I have a hard time taking time for myself and doing anything useful with that. You know, streams exhaust me, and then I'm left with just laying there and not doing anything. So, abnormal ground segments. Yeah, that's one way to put them. But that's one thing I've noticed streaming did leave me with, especially, like, you know, I stream, like, you know, Friday night, cool, I'm not doing anything else Friday night. I stream Sunday morning, cool, I really don't want to do anything else the rest of the day Sunday. You know, it exhausts me. You're just talking to a screen and trying to hold a conversation with people who aren't there. And I've realized that whether it's audio calls or text or whatever, I'm fine with talking like this, and it's great. I enjoy doing it, but it wears me out. You know, just not having any sort of other person to feedback off of makes my brain start trying to work to fill in the social gaps, and it doesn't like doing that. It uses up a lot of energy. What else has been recently happening? Oh, I've been working out more. Not necessarily, like, working out in, like, you know, trying to get, like, buff or anything. Just trying to be more fit. Trying to be more healthy, at the very least. You know, go for a 20, 30-minute walk. Do 30 minutes of yoga, whatever. Just get up my strength a little bit. Get up my cardio a little bit. Make myself feel a little bit better. And that's been helping with my energy levels, too. So if you ever have issues, I know it's hard. I know it sucks trying to work out. Do, like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes even. Alright? Just a little bit at a time, and you'll get used to it more easily. Strong nah. Thank you, Walker Pierce. Too much of a good thing. I don't know if I'd call streaming too much of a good thing. It kinda sucks. No, it doesn't suck. I enjoy doing it, but I'm realizing that, like, my priorities are shifting a little bit, you know? And it's not that I want to stop streaming entirely. I still want to put out something, whether it's streaming or, you know, editing videos or something, but streaming is honestly the easiest to start on. And we're back to that really awkward pause. You just made me realize why facilitating training with low audience participation was so exhausting. Yes! That's it, Alex! I figured this out like a year ago, and I just didn't apply it to streaming because I used to be on Discord all the time. And it's hard to put out energy when you're not getting anything back. It's a performance thing. You know, and that's why streaming is, like, both really good and really bad, because you feel like you should put in more energy and you'll get more back, but you don't. Which is why I'm kind of being a little bit more low energy. I've set up my stream stuff. I'm okay with where it is. I still want to get a new mic and a couple other things, but maybe I just chill with this, you know? Low effort streams are okay. Same thing with anything else participation-wise. But anyway, that was an interesting talk to have at the end of a stream, but you guys take it easy, have a good day, take care of yourselves, have a good evening, I guess. Most of you it's gonna be evening, if it's not really late at night. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music here, so that we can put on a very important announcement music here. Alright guys, you know the deal. Take care of yourselves, be nice. Work out, do whatever you gotta do. Stay hydrated, eat food, take care of yourself mentally, whether that's the easy thing or the hard thing. Do things that are enjoyable, not necessarily things that are just gonna be fun. Bears can, in fact, run downhill. You grow about a half-inch taller in space. I'm pretty sure raccoons are related to, like, weevils. Weevils isn't the word I was looking for, but we're gonna go with that one. That's not the animal I was thinking of. deer are incredibly stupid. I'm just gonna say that one outright, actually. That's just a fact. Deer are not very smart, and they get spooked very easily, and they'll do really stupid shit. Because of that. Then again, I also do that. Food for thought. Take care of yourselves, guys.